Progress and hope this morning for the stranded refugees in Iraq. The Pentagon says food and water deliveries are helping thousands survive after being forced out by the terror group ISIS. David Martin is at the Pentagon, where defense officials continue to stress the American troops will not take on a combat role. David, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. At this time yesterday, it looked like the U.S. military was about to launch a massive rescue operation to avert a humanitarian disaster. But then a small team of Green Berets and aid workers got a first-hand look at conditions on the ground and found there were far fewer refugees than feared.
After weeks of flying up to 60 reconnaissance missions a day over Iraq and estimating the number of refugees at anywhere between 15 and 35,000, the Pentagon ordered Osprey vertical takeoff and landing aircraft to fly several teams of Green Berets into the northern Iraqi city of Erbil. They landed on Tuesday, and within hours, about 20 Green Berets boarded Black Hawk helicopters to conduct a day-long reconnaissance mission on Mount Sinjar, where the refugees were stranded. At the same time the Green Berets were on the mountain, the president's deputy national security advisor, Ben Rhodes, was assuring reporters U.S. troops would not go back into combat in Iraq.
He's communicated repeatedly in public and to the military is we don't want to be reintroducing U.S. forces into a combat role on the ground.
Shortly after the reconnaissance mission was completed, the Pentagon released a statement saying the team found far fewer refugees on Mount Sinjar than previously feared. And because of nightly airdrops of food and water, the remaining refugees were in better condition than previously believed. As a result, the statement concluded, an evacuation mission is far less likely. The refugees, most of them members of a religious sect known as Yazidis, had been stranded on the mountain after fleeing their homes in the face of an onslaught by militant fighters who go by the name ISIS and consider Yazidis to be devil worshippers. The local governor told Holly Williams ISIS intends to wipe out the Yazidi religion.
If we didn't get the help of the world, of the international help, the Yazidi would die there.
The Yazidis have been through an ordeal, but it now appears that air drops kept many of them alive, and air strikes kept those ISIS fighters at bay so that many of the refugees could get off the mountain without the need for a gigantic U.S.-led rescue operation. Charlie?
David, thanks.